That's what we're looking at. Less tax and gratuity.
I paid less money for our first house.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for TV's biggest failures between 2015 and 2025, based on relative commercial performance and critical reception.
I was hoping for a peaceful transition of power. Things got out of hand.
Number 10, Penny Dreadful's City of Angels.
Raise your head, raise your voices. Lord, children, do it now. For the beast, Satan, is here.
The gothic drama Penny Dreadful was such a cult hit across 4 seasons that Showtime commissioned a spin-off. Penny Dreadful's City of Angels moved the supernatural thrills and far greater human horrors to 1930s Los Angeles with a budget of about $98 million.
Come on, it's all too much. It's fake.
So in all that distraction, we never asked the one question you're supposed to. Who has something to gain?
The lofty project had the misfortune of airing early into the COVID-19 pandemic, but many viewers were also uncomfortable with the blatant allegories for contemporary social and political issues in America.
You can't stand in the way of progress.
When progress becomes barbarity, it ceases to be in the public interest. We are the public, sir. No matter the color of our skin.
Unlike its predecessor, the show struggled to develop storylines dynamic enough to measure up to the dazzling production values. And with a gradual decline of always underwhelming ratings, Showtime canceled City of Angels, pulled its 1 season from streaming, and let their mistake fade into history.
This is what you want to give the world? This?
This and so much more.
Number 9, Gotham Knights. The CW's DC shows are always a gamble for both viewers and the network. Though Gotham Knights was one of the franchise's less expensive productions, it was particularly disastrous.
Turner, there are gonna be some things coming out about your dad. So I have to ask you this. Did you know he was Batman?
Fans immediately objected to the premise of Bruce Wayne being unmasked as Batman in Death, leaving a new generation of heroes to solve his murder. The show was ultimately further panned for its clunky blend of YA melodrama and superhero cliches.
You stole the school's driver's ed car?
What? When you bring it back, it's called borrowing. Thank you.
Some have even argued that it's one of the worst DC TV shows of all time. With a steep drop in immediately disappointing ratings, leading to cancellation, there's no arguing against Gotham Knights being one of the costliest debacles in the CW's franchise.
Gotta say,
I don't utterly loathe this new Bat Brat.
You gotta work on the compliment thing.
Number 8, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. It's hard to articulate the hype surrounding Amazon's prequel to J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. It's just as hard for casual viewers to understand how The Rings of Power is producing its 3rd season.
How am I to know which lies to follow?
Sometimes we cannot know until we have touched the darkness.
Amazon ordered a full 5-season run for almost $1 billion, with the condition that they'd be charged $20 million for each installment canceled. Unfortunately, the blockbuster series has seen a steep drop in viewership throughout its first 2 seasons.
Always after a defeat, the shadow takes another shape and grows again.
Many still praise the show for its production and ambition, while others criticize it as too slow for such sweeping source material. Whether Amazon will decide it's worth it to eat the penalties, there's faint hope of The Rings of Power picking up commercial momentum.
Judge the work, and leave judgment concerning those who wrought it to the judge who sees all things.
Number 7, The Idol. Abel the Weekend Tesfaye teamed up with HBO to tackle the misogyny and toxic egos of the pop industry.
Pop music is like the ultimate Trojan horse. You get people to dance, you get people to sing along, you can say whatever you want.
This commentary was immediately undermined by director Amy Simons quitting over complaints as she overplayed a female perspective. Euphoria showrunner Sam Levinson came on to inflate The Idol's budget to $75 million, turning it into a disjointed melodrama driven by sex and misogynistic tropes.
Is there a part of you that wonders if the reason you're stuck is because your mother's not around?
Lily Rose Depp was praised for her intense portrayal of a pop star and became one herself when the song, One of the Girls, became a sleeper hit.
Wanna feel your hands on my neck like you never touched anyone else's.
Otherwise, the meager audience's main hype was that you had to see how only 5 episodes earned The Idol the reputation as the worst show HBO ever produced. Number 6, Willow.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil. Ooh. Sweet and spicy.
On top of Star Wars and Indiana Jones, Disney's purchase of Lucasfilm gave it a cult classic in the fantasy genre. Well, cult status isn't good enough for an 8-episode season that cost approximately $157 million. Disney Plus's sequel to Willow was naturally lauded for its technical aspects, and actually won fans over with its lofty scope and faithful fun.
You met my daughter, Ganoush, Ganoush! Willow! Huh? She's at that rude age.
Still, the audience was too niche to save the show from cancellation. 2 months after showrunner Jonathan Kasdan announced plans to continue Willow, it was controversially removed from Disney Plus altogether.
I thought I could change it, but I'm not a great sorcerer. I'm just a farmer who got lucky.
It's uncertain if the series will even have the opportunity to gain a nostalgic following, but its legacy as a financial misstep is definite. Number 5, Of Kings and Prophets.
You do not question his will. Then, if he cannot be questioned, what is his purpose? The Lord I revere does not slaughter women and children.
A broadcast network better be looking at a profit if it's capitalizing on the success of Game of Thrones. ABC's Of Kings and Prophets ultimately fell into that concept's worst tropes as a loose interpretation of the Bible's books of Samuel.
I'm afraid the bride price your father is asking is too high.
Is it?
I didn't think I'd last until I saw you again.
Backlash against the epic's sexual and violent content was matched only by criticism of its bloated storytelling. The show had already been delayed from the network's fall schedule due to production difficulties.
We must unite the tribes to protect our future generations.
How can we accept a leader that does not have the faith of the prophet?
Ratings for Of Kings and Prophets were ultimately so low that it was canceled and pulled from schedule after just 2 episodes. Of course, it would be hard for a show this ambitious and muddled to survive on ABC even without the unfortunate circumstances.
David, with this oil you are anointed. Elohim has chosen this king.
Number 4, Vinyl. As characteristic as Martin Scorsese's flair for crime dramas is his passion for music. Thus, his and Terrence Winter's follow-up to Boardwalk Empire would be an epic tribute to New York's chaotic record industry in the 1970s.
You're right, Buck. You're right.
The bigger they are, the worse it gets.
Bigger they are? Let me explain something, my friend. There's always somebody bigger, and that's the money man.
Vinyl's 2-hour-long pilot episode received moderate viewership, but with the first season's potential and $100 million total budget, HBO promptly greenlit season 2.
Where was I?
You were just telling us how much we suck.
Right, but it's my job to help you suck less.
They clearly weren't expecting ratings to plummet amid criticism of the show's excesses and increasingly contrived plot. 2 months after the season finale, the network made the actually unsurprising decision to reverse the renewal.
Welcome, everybody, to the official launch of Alibi Records. To start things off, I'd like to read a review.
As heartbreaking as this was for Scorsese, Vinyl taught HBO the perils of signing onto an ambitious act with little mainstream appeal. Number 3, The Get Down.
The rich and selfish ones feed off the welfare ones, and which borough suffered the worst? Where I'm from, the Bronx.
Sean Ryan held the always monumental task of chronicling the birth of hip-hop for Sony and Netflix. But after the showrunner left amid production delays, notorious musical maximalist Baz Luhrmann took over with great support from many icons of the genre. The Get Down ultimately cost a staggering $120 million, dividing audiences with its excessive style and ensemble narrative.
I mean, are my brothers really crabs in a barrel loading bullets in the barrel in the belly of the beast? No, there's no justice, no peace.
Netflix's then new decision to split the first season into 2 parts ultimately backfired, even as critics noted an improvement on Side B. Viewership continued to plummet until The Get Down became the platform's first blockbuster series to be canceled. It certainly wouldn't be the last, but Netflix has rarely ever gotten itself in a jam that big.
Get down!
Get down, brother! Get down, brother! Make money, money, make money, money, money!
Number 2, Inhumans. ABC's follow-up to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. aimed to be an event on par with a Marvel Cinematic Universe film.
I've been looking for you. You're one of us.
What are we?
We are Inhumans.
Inhumans may not have cost quite that much, but it pushed the sensibilities of broadcast TV with big special effects and filming for IMAX. It even premiered in that big screen format around the world.
We'll not let anyone or anything stop us, because nothing can keep us from being free.
Ultimately, though, critics felt that the spectacle was wasted on tedious story and production designs. Audiences agreed, as Inhumans lost 1 million viewers in its second week and continued to drop in the ratings.
Your arrogance has blinded you! Nothing is going to stop me! Nothing!
The show was canceled after 1 season, but cursed Disney for years by forcing them to sever its ties to the MCU.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Jupiter's Legacy.
He was the bad guy. We're supposed to get the bad guy.
We have these powers for a reason. And with great power comes
Great responsibility.
No. Well, yeah.
The success of grittier superhero shows can perhaps be linked to a certain self-awareness. Netflix must not have been aware of that when they sank $200 million into an 8-episode bold adaptation of Image Comics' Jupiter's Legacy.
Okay, I get it. The code is a symbol for being a good boy and that we can't prevent loss or tragedy. I'm not naive. But the world never used to be so intentionally cruel.
It was a big hit out of the gate, but mixed word of mouth for the caped, convoluted melodrama was quickly dashed by the standards set by the oversaturation of superhero properties. Between this, the departure of showrunner Steven S. DeKnight, and changes in management at Netflix, Jupiter's Legacy was canceled less than a month after its first season dropped. Its legacy now is a bitter reminder that with great TV budgets comes the occasional great flop.
Why did they give us these powers at all?
So we could rule the world. Obviously.
How can no one in this room take a joke? Jeez.
What do you think are the biggest TV letdowns of the past decade? Flip over to the comments below.